What is up, everybody? It's Dean here from Our Gaming, and coming fresh off the back of a really successful draft yesterday, we're going to jump into another Theros Beyond Death best of 3 draft. And this is actually the same rare that we had the opportunity to start with yesterday, per Theros Intervention. We opted not to in favour of... I think we took the Eutropia as a pack 1, pick 1. But per Theros Intervention, it can win you games just by getting that extra damage in right at the last moment, hopefully when your opponent's tapped out. Really strong card. Helios Punishment, not too happy to pick that up first, and only really kind of viable in a really strong, very fast white deck. Wolfwillow Haven, again, not a very strong first pick. I would be happy to pick up the Acolyte of Affliction. It kind of does everything you want it to do. It puts cards in your graveyard and returns a permanent card from the graveyard to your hand. Okay, so that's the fact it's a permanent card and not just a creature has great utility, especially in this set. There's also a Blight Breath and a Chimera, which are also good picks, but not for a pack 1, pick 1. So I've not been too happy with the state of red overall, although obviously it does have its utility. And I think here, although I wouldn't normally like to go for a gold card first, I do know that black and green together is a very strong combination. So I would be happy to play this and potentially even splash it if I was in that black deck. So I'm going to grab this as a first pick, and instantly I've been rewarded because Drag to the Underworld is an exceptional removal spell in black. It does everything you want and it can come down quite cheaply. If I had have picked up the Intervention, it would be a toss-up here, I guess, between the Slaughter Priest or the Omen of the Forge. Nothing else is really kind of jumping out to me, especially if we were starting in red. But perfect to pick up the Drag to the Underworld. And straight away we're not instantly paid off. Calliope is obviously nice. We've had some great success with that, and that was even in our deck yesterday. The Enemy of Enlightenment is a relatively strong card, but I don't really like to pick it up so early on. Omen of the Hunt is good if we want to splash, but here I think I'm going to stay on black and picking up something cheap like the Underworld Charger. Okay, so although it would be exceptional to pick up an Omen of the Dead, especially kind of this early on to really solidify ourselves in black, here I'm going to grab the Lyre. In multiples it's exceptional. We've won with it and we've lost with it in this set. Okay, so here, here nothing really is there for us in black or green. The Lampad's always nice to kind of pick up one or two of, but a little bit better if you are in that red-black deck. Green, the Forerunner is nice, but it's something you can pick up throughout the draft and nothing that we need to grab just this early on. Minions Return can be good, however it's not the kind of card that I really like to pick up and play. So having said that, for me here it might be a toss-up between grabbing a black card in Lampad, or looking to kind of branch out into a different colour and just keep our options open. And if we were to do that, I think we'd be wanting the Impending Doom. Getting this on a creature on turn 3 can be really powerful. So let's pop that into the sideboard and see if we kind of remain open or not. Here, again, nothing too exceptional. There is the Sentinel's Eyes. That is a very nice white card. If we were in green, there is the Nexus Wardens, but again, that does slightly better when we're going to be having a lot more enchantments than we probably will be doing in the black-green deck. So again, just keeping our options open. We definitely don't want Underworld Dreams, I don't think. Let's pop the Sentinel's Eye inside. Okay, so here, this looks to be quite a strong pack. There is the Hydra's Growth, which we had great success with yesterday. But here I'm more than happy to pick up the Blight Breath. It just does that extra damage when you need it to. Okay, so if we're thinking now about potentially keeping the red open, as you know, we've not seen any green at all for the Acolyte of Affliction, and again we're not seeing any white. It could be between a strong red card and an okay black card. I think we will be picking these up. It is double black, which does fuel our Catoblepus. But here, let's pop this into the sideboard. Keep our options open for red. Funeral Rites is a decent pickup, and I think I like it better than Cetacean Training, especially if we don't know we're going to be in what our second colour is yet. Okay, so here's the option for the Forerunner. But I think I'm going to go with the Libation. It's not the best card in the world, but it does come in. It does have some utility. And go for the Temple Thief. Just solidify our position in black, and then hope we can go into a we can start to decide on a second colour. Okay, and it looks like that second colour might be red. I mean, the Rise to Glory is very strong, especially because you can bring a creature and an aura card back. We don't really have any auras just yet. The Nessian Wanderer, if we had have got a little bit more into that green in pack 1, this would be a very strong pickup. But again, we don't have that many enchantments, and we can't really pass up on this mythic rare. So when it enters the battlefield, you discard your hand, you draw 3 cards. It's quite a lot to get back from Escape. It's exile 8 cards, but you know, it does come with a +1/+1 counter on it, and we do get that card draw again. Okay, so drawing 3 cards in the late game, especially when we have little cards to kind of dispose of, can be big game. Okay, and now we're more than happy to pick up Maya's Grasp. It's a very good removal spell. And also, what would be good is if we could potentially pick up a Wings of Hubris, because if we are playing the Underworld Rangehound, it's really good just to pop it on and start getting that incremental damage in before Oppo as a way to deal with it. Okay, so this is exactly what we want to start to see, the Elspeth's Nightmare. Some very good removal cards, especially if we can ping it off early in the game, because by doing so we get to have a look at our opponent's hand. And I think the Omen of the Dead might be another card we're looking for here. If we were in blue, I would definitely say Devourer of Memory or the Itchy Fish, but we're not. So Omen of the Dead is fine. And okay, so the Oracle is a nice 2-drop, but I always want to have a Venomous Hierophant in my black decks. It puts cards in the graveyard, 3 cards in this case, and it's a 3/3 Death Touch. It also starts to round off our 4-drops here. So talking about 4-drops, we do have the Nyxborn. I would say we have a Portent, but we don't have any ways of sacrificing. We miss 2 Lampads, remember. So here I'm going to just go for the heavy creature deck if I can. And the options are the Underworld Fires, which I haven't had that much success with, but Iroa's Blessing is a very strong card. It deals 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker and gives your creature +1/+1. Okay, so none of these is really what we're looking for. We can grab a Trickster just for a little bit more power if we need it, but I don't think we do. Thriller Possibilities is a possibility, but I don't typically like to play it, especially in a black-red deck. So I might just pick up the Unknown Shores, just in case we do start to branch out at all. As we mentioned, it's great to pick up a Wings of Hubris, especially for the Ragehound. And a second Ragehound? How many creatures do we have? 1, 2, 3... No 3-drops. Just that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we do need more creatures. So let's grab the Rage Hound. Let's tie his Cunning into the sideboard. Return to nature. The Wave Mystic. Okay. So here we are passing off another Mythic Rare in Calyx. So that's one of the Planeswalkers for this set, and it works really well in the white-green enchantment deck, but not well as a splash or anything else like that. So here, a second Maya's Grasp is very welcome. And now we have the option. So, of note actually, there is the Warbriar's Blessing, great green card. So Timuret calls the dead. So put the top 3 cards of your library into the graveyard, exile a creature or an enchantment. So we do that twice and we create 2/2 black zombies, then we gain a little bit of life. Not too good for us. The cards that we want are going to be in hand. You may exile a creature or enchantment card from your graveyard. See, that makes it even worse. I think actually I don't want that. And instead I might go for Inevitable End. Although Rise to Glory might be a nice little splash. So we do have the option to splash. I think I'm going to pick this up. That might be the wrong decision, but please do let me know in the comments. Always happy to try and improve. Dream Shaper, not really what I want here. I think a second Catoblepus. Wow, very nice Renata. I don't really want a second Charger, and I don't see myself playing the Infuriator. So here we're going to go for the Incendiary Oracle. And then what? Lots of green coming up. Okay, so going to go for the Harpy here. Nothing else of note. Okay, so here second Warbriar's Blessing, really good. So Aspect of Lamprey, or the War Leader, which does allow us to sacrifice, but we probably won't be picking up any portents at this point. Again, I am conscious about having enough creatures, so I think I'm going to go for the War Leader. And it's great to see here that we can pick up the Omen of the Forge. Okay, so Indomitable Will, I'm not going to be splashing that. If I do splash that, I don't think I'm going to be playing either of those, but I'll pick up an extra creature. Second Omen of the Dead. Harpy, not going to play that. Okay, Final Flare, potentially. Okay, so the draft went okay. It's not the best draft we've ever had, but we have got some big decisions to make now. So 13 creatures and 14 non-creatures. So I don't really want to be getting rid of any non-creatures. The Libation can go. We've got Funeral Rites, so we didn't need any more draw spells. Acolyte of Affliction. It does get a permanent back, but I think it's not the right deck for it, so I'm happy to get rid of that. So it does knock us down to 12 creatures. We have an Omen of the Dead to get one back, and a Rise to Glory which gets a creature and an aura. Is it an... Oh, so it has to be an aura. So Maya's Grasp or the Blessing. Very happy with that. Okay, so... What are we looking at here? Omen of the Forge, I just like it. Hubris. Maybe the wings aren't as good here. Maybe that's something we can... Although realistically, we do only have to get rid of one card. We don't have to keep everything around. Final Flare is good in that you can sacrifice an enchantment, and we've got a couple of omens here to sacrifice. Impending Doom, yeah, it's nice, and we've got plenty of 2-drops for it to go on. So perhaps I do drop the wings. It would be the wings or the Funeral Rites. It just depends on how much we kind of think we're going to need the wings. I think with it being best of 3, I'm happy to pop the wings in the sideboard. And yeah, I think black red no sack. The Rise to Glory, I think it's definitely worth the splash, just because if we can get back either a Maya's Grasp or the Iroh's Blessing, it's another kill spell, and if we can land the Blight Breath at the same time, that could potentially take out 2 creatures. Then we can just attack him. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So thank you for joining us for the draft portion, and I hope you can stick around for the games. Awesome. Let's see how we go. A quick reminder, you can find us on YouTube at Our Gaming, or you can follow me on Twitch at @R_Dean. Try to get as many drafts of the new sets done as possible. Okay, I'm happy to keep this, I think. Obviously, we're quite shy on the reds, but we do have an Iroh's Blessing and the Incendiary Oracle that we can start to pump. The Army Man. Okay, so we play that mountain down. We can represent Boros. Hello. Okay, so we're going to go in for 3 here. And this will be good. So this is normally the turn that white-green suit up their envoy. And if we can get any other land... oh, they're also splashing. If we can get any other land next turn, we can hit them with the Iroh's Blessing. Get a 2 for 1. Wolf Willow Haven, okay. Commanding Presence. So now we do need to get a land, and we do. Exceptional. Okay, so the Iroh's Blessing. We can deal with the envoy, get a nice little 2 for 1 there, and attack in. Maybe they're splashing. We'll see, but perhaps they've splashed white for Commanding Presence. I guess. I think I would splash white. Hydra's Growth. Okay. So ideally, I need a black. Isn't Magic really easy when you get what you want? Okay. And I don't think they've got any instant spells. So I pump this. Give it nice back. Okay. So they've got some really heavy duty enchantments. And it looks like Oppo might not have anything this turn. They don't. So this only gets a creature card back. So, question is, what do I do here? Let's go in, see if they drop anything. I don't think they do. I'm gonna get the charger. Gonna get the charger down. It gives a wider spread of the cards that I have to attack, and also if I do get another black card this turn, I can pop down the Blight Breath and hopefully deal with whatever they have. So they scried 1 to the bottom, 1 to the top. So hopefully this will be a creature or it's a removal spell. Okay, so here Impending Doom on the charger, which should see us out. Give them the GG. I had answers there for absolutely everything that they had. So I'm not expecting it to be as easy in the next round. So this only removes artifacts. It doesn't deal with enchantments. This might be nice if they are bulking all on one creature, but I don't feel there's anything that I kind of play it in for. I think potentially the Temple Thief. But then again, the Temple Thief can get in. So, should I be playing as Shores instead of the Plains? Do I play it like that? Is that better? I don't know. Potentially. Okay. Okay, let's jump back in. Oppo was ready straight away. Perhaps they just resubmitted their deck. Okay, so not the best hand for us, but if we do get any other mana, we can have a turn 3, and we are on the draw. So the Pious Wayfarer, giving us a second hello, and we can carry on. So what is it, like 75% or something to pick a land this turn? So they're straight in there with the Warfiller. They're going for 2. Nice. Okay, so not so good for us from the off. Hopefully we don't get mana screwed. Nice. Okay, so what do we do here? It's Rage Hound or the Charger. I think we have to go for the Charger. Although it can't block, it does allow us to get in for a fair bit of damage. Okay, one with the stars. So this is an enchantment. So we can play Final Flare. I think I'm happy with the Underworld Rage Hound for now. Let's try and get a little bit of removal out of them. Final Flare is functional for if they start playing blue creatures. The Kraken, for example, is a perfect target for the Rage Hound. My turn. Okay, so we're not doing too well at all on the mana, but let's Final Flare the Kraken, and it gets rid of 2 of their blue mana. What does this do? This taps a target creature. So I do need to get creature spells out. Okay, Relentless Pursuit. Are they going to get the Instructor just because they... well, no, that's the only thing they can get. Okay. So they get the Instructor out. And the extra mana. So they've got plenty of mana now. Wow, no, they don't. They go for the Commanding Presence. Nice. And we don't really have a means of dealing with that. Unless we... Unless... So we've got to go for the Liar. Sadly. Okay. So, this... What does this tap? It taps a creature. Okay. Wow. So we need to get a mana this turn in order to allow us to tap the Wayfinder. Wow, huge. Okay, so we did get the tap, and I think I'm going to use that just because it stops a lot of what they have, but it obviously doesn't help me in this position. So they tap that, which is fine. Omen of the Dead can get back. No, it's not enough. They have too much mana for me to... Okay, so the Storyteller brings back one with the stars. Okay. Go on, play this. Play this by accident. Nice. Ah, that's a nice little combo, isn't it? Nice. Let's just see what we would have picked up, just to... So now we're made a little bit aware of that. Decline. Okay, so then we get that black, but it's very much not enough to do anything with. So we will concede. That's really big game. They've got some Hydra's Growth. It always comes in when we. Okay, so I think I'm going to swap out the Temple Thief for the Libation, just on the off chance that we can get that to work early doors. It also allows us to kick off an enchantment if they do start going too far out of control. I think Thassa is actually possibly the best of the gods, especially in draft. They do quite a lot, and the fact that you can kind of capitalize on all those enter the battlefield triggers, exceptional. Okay, so definitely playing first, and this time we need to mulligan, and we will be happy to take this. We're gonna ditch a mountain. And we have a fair, set of 2 and 3 drops. Oppo is I didn't see what they did. I'm assuming they kept. Okay, so Oppo went down to hello again. Oppo went down to 6. Okay, so here we can play out the Oracle. And can they suit up the Wayfarer? That would be quite useful for us. No, the Towering Mystic. Okay, so here we're going to get rid of the Mystic, and we're going to attack him. Okay, so now we've got a good issue. We've got a removal spell. If they start to I mean, popping the green enchantment on this would be exceptional for us. They do need to play out as many enchantments as possible. Ooh, dear. That could actually be quite bad for us, depending on the sort of distribution they have of... let's have a look. Okay, so... Dominable Will... Or Commanding Presence. Commanding Presence would... I feel getting rid of Indomitable Will is the right play here. Just because... In turn. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they pitch that, which gets rid... They're going to get rid of one of the planes, I assume. Nice. My turn. Okay. So exile their graveyard. And I am more than happy to go in. And here I think I'm going to give them the opportunity to cast the Commanding Presence. Okay, so here we're gonna select one to get rid of that. Cast Commanding Presence on there. Okay, so they do get one, and they hit me for 5. Now, I could just get rid of that altogether, I guess, and keep this. So, take action. And here I think I actually just tap down the Instructor for 4. And sit back. I've just got gas in my hand. And Oppo. Okay, so the birth. Get the planes out. You can play the planes. Okay, so no blocks. And decline. So 1, 2, 3. And pass. Okay, so happy to hold back. What's Oppo thinking? I want to try and get as many enchantments out of their hand as possible. Now, they're not going to play the enchantments on weaker creatures. Storyband. Okay, nice. Pass. My turn. Okay, so these are very good combinations. And now I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to try and get some really cheap 2-for-1s or my turn. Decline. Okay, so the Marauder. The Marauder might be nice. Omen of the Forge. Yeah, I think so. Pass. Okay, with the hunt for them. So they're going to start trying to scry as much as possible. So that's getting the trigger. That's interesting. Resolve. Now, do I trade these two off? Probably I do before Fassa comes down. But are they going to attack is the question. Okay, my turn. Decline to do that. It's nice to see. Nice to see. Okay, so I can pump this twice. Do I attack with both? Perhaps. No, it does let me in with... It's a weird time to do that, but okay. So one to the top and one to the bottom. That gives me actually a lot of information. So now I'm going to go in with this and see what damage it can do. Okay. Wow. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. So here we're going to go for the 2-for-1. Exactly what we wanted to do. Resolve. Pass. And my turn. Decline to untap that. So here, do I go for Catoblepis? Catoblepis will get rid of the wall. I think I do. So let's go for Catoblepis. Get rid of the wall. And then send in all 3 of these at that. And now I have lethal if Oppo doesn't do anything here. The thing is, they search for... Looked up for... So they can search for any enchantment. An aura won't do, so it has to be... It has to be an enchantment that actually... Okay, so that will draw them a card. Wayfarer. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 7. So take action. Ah, nice. Next, ball attack. Give them the GG. Perfect. So this deck, it kind of slows down all of the mechanics, really clogs up the board, makes our opponents use all of the cards in their hand, and then we just capitalise on it, which was really good, really strong. And I think, hopefully, it will see us through to a decent draft. So Arena found us Pyrocom straight away. Get an opportunity to play first, but again we need to mulligan due to poor land distribution. This is a good hand to keep, and I will go. So I'm gonna pitch one of the swamps, give them a hello because I think they said hello to us. Okay, so this is a good 3-drop for us. So we might be hitting in with 5 damage next turn. Okay, and looks like we are. So I'm going to play the Impending Doom, and we're going to hit for 5. And the thing is, Oppo can't be playing an enchantment or an enchanted creature. So I'm going to play the mountain out. I'm going to go in again. This is a sorcery, so I'm going to use it now. Okay, so we got rid of Maya's Grasp, but that's fine. We already have one in hand. We've got enough here to... Okay. Let's see what Oppo does. Nothing. Going to play the Rage Hound and keep the Forge open. Memory Drain. Okay. Nice. So now it looks like they're searching for any creature. They put 2 on top. So that's good for them. But they will need 2 separate creatures. None of them can be enchantment creatures. Final Death. Ah, nice. And it also deals 3 to us. Oh, no, it doesn't because it's exiled. Haha. My turn. Okay. So now I'm going to pitch out the War Leader just to make the most use of our mana. And remember, we can sacrifice another creature to give it Menace. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so Elspeth is fighting back. That will be good for us in that we do have a Maya's Grasp in the yard. Okay. Underworld Charger. What are you thinking, Oppo? Getting this final little bit of damage over is proving to be quite difficult for us. What are you looking at my black for? Leave that alone. They can't bring a creature back, so that's good. Unless they can pitch something. I probably would play... Oh no, this is until... Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And I can't play both, can I? Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so let's go in. Let's go in. And I think for me here, I'm going to go for the Underworld Charger. 1, 2, and 3. Get rid of those lands. Get the Charger back. And now... Oppo can cast this, however. Does it have an extra counter? It does. It doesn't match this just yet. Commanding Presence. Okay. So this will have to block this regardless, right? So if I was to play this and bring back I could bring back Impending Doom. Now what would Impending Doom do? It would give this +3/+3. They'd have to block it. They'd have to block it anyway. But Impending Doom would make it better for... I know, I'm doing it now. Right, so Venomous Hierophant and... Yeah, let's grab the Impending Doom. Why not? I feel like Oppo has... Okay. That wouldn't have been good regardless. I don't think. 3... oh yeah, it would have been. So Maya's Grasp would have been better there. So that was a little bit of a mistake. But they can only play this once. And they can't really afford to go in with this. I've got lots and lots of removal. They do go in with this. This doesn't have lifelink, remember, but it is a big flyer. They'll create a 1/1 token. Okay, so the Shimmerwing. So let's see what Oppo has. So we play this. They've got something. Yeah. Okay. So they do have to block both of these. That's very annoying. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, just to avoid these trading off, I'm going to play the Maya's Grasp on that. I'm going to attack him with both. And Oppo has to trade both, which is fine. And I'm going to flash this in to get the Blight Breath. It's not going to be enough though, is it? So what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Kraken. So it will be enough to get rid of the Kraken. Is Oppo going to go in with this? They are. Okay, that's fine. Nothing I can do about that. However, it will kill me next turn. Oppo's actually managed to... I think Oppo's managed to win this. I have to play the... Harpy, don't I? Ah, that's a right little pain for us. Wow. Wow. Oppo's actually come out of the blocks here with a stunning... Okay, so... I think I go in with the charger because that can't block. They trade those off, which is fine. Okay, so they can gain a little bit of life now. Keep this open. Wow, how has Oppo done this? Really good, really great stuff from them. And all because I didn't play the, all because I played the Impending Doom instead of the Maya's Grasp. But now, of course, if they do kill this, it deals 3 to me anyway. GG. Wow, okay. Very disappointing, but that's not going to stop us. I don't think we need to make any changes to the deck. I think we're fine just to jump right in, but we just need to play. I don't think I've ever actually been properly done over by that Siren before. Not ideal, but let's hope we can pick up this second game and then go from there. We're 1 match with a win. And we're playing a black-red deck with no sacrifice. Just straight up hitting our opponents. We've got lots of little bits of removal and one-upmanships with it. Oppo seems to be sideboarding quite heavily. Interesting. Okay, Oppo, what have you got for us now? Sideboard into a completely different deck, perhaps? Okay, so definitely going to play first. And not an ideal hand at all. We've got absolutely nothing there, so we're going to have to mulligan. This is better. But what do we pitch? I think here it's got to be the Rise to Glory. And let's play out hoping we can hit something with the Maya's Grasp. Okay. So we pick up double Maya's Grasp. So we can afford to get rid of one. So they do have removal open. Let's see if they decide to use it. Okay, so they do have something. Okay, so they had the Singer. Nice. Remember, they do also have what is it? Revoke the Divine. So the Chimera. These are 2 cards that we don't really want around. I think, however, I'm more than happy here to go for... Don't really want to use Iroha's Blessing just yet on that. Let's instead go for a Maya's Grasp on the Chimera, a Pump on the Oracle, and we go in. And this allows us to keep 2 removal spells around, one slightly bigger than the other. And we cause the same amount of damage as well. Okay, so Commanding Presence. This is... It's not ideal for us, but let's just make sure they haven't got anything of worth just yet. They have. And it deals combat damage. So maybe I keep it. So they've got Stern Dismissal, which is instant, right? So, okay. I'm going to actually keep this around. See if they play Stern Dismissal. Or is Stern Dismissal just creatures? I can't remember. Regardless. Okay, so Oppo is, I think, is going to 2-for-1 me here. But let's try and get some... Okay, no, they... Okay, so we were able to get that Stern Dismissal out of their hand. That's good. We knew they had that. What we didn't want to do, of course, was play the Iroa's Blessing onto the Oracle. They Stern Dismissal it, and then we lose the Blessing. But now, Oppo can hit us for 3. That's fine. So now do we try again? And I think we do. Do they have a second one? Okay. Okay, so what do we do here? I think we actually hit them for 5 here if we do get the opportunity. Ah, okay, they're going to trade those off. That's fine. They get first strike. Boom. Oh no, do we get first strike? No, they got first strike. And we'll play the Liar and end our turn. So now we do have a 6 power creature. Traveler's Amulet. They can thin out their deck a little bit. Elspeth Conquers Death. They can't hit the Oracle. They can hit the Blessing though. So they go for the Liar. Interesting. So they're going to get the Witness of Tomorrow back, aren't they? Okay, they crack this, presumably. Okay, so now we need to cause as much damage as possible. This isn't going to be useful for us at all. So let's pump this up. Puts them on a 3-turn clock. The reason I say this isn't going to be as useful is that even if we do exile their... wow, okay. Even if we do exile their library, they'll get there way before we do. Okay. So Venomous Hierophant is good for us. Those cards are inconsequential. They're going to get the Witness of Tomorrow back, I assume, or the Shimmerwing Witness of Tomorrow. Okay. So now we're just waiting for Oppo to play a creature with power 2 or less, and I'm happy trading these. Underworld Ragehound. Okay, so deny the Divine. We knew they had it, and that is a very good target for that actually. It stops it from coming back. And now Oppo's very much... Okay, Hidden Coves. That's good for us, I guess. What do we use first? Let's use Nightmare first. So they can scry. Hopefully, this is probably just going to be a land. And this is a sorcery, so we do need to... We do actually need to be careful. We don't have many creatures that fly. So, I don't want to use it. Actually, I should have used it, right? Because... No, so at the minute we're on a 3-turn clock. That seems excessive, but okay. So I do have a harpy. I do have the harpy. So the thing is, I can't attack in, right? Because if I don't attack in, they just attack with both anyway. So I might as well use this, try and... What do we do? Play the mountain down. And let's cast it. Okay. Instant. Let's go for an attack. Okay, we're not dead yet, everyone. They didn't scry. How interesting. Oh, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. What do we do though? I think I'm supposed to. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm supposed to cast this. Dealing 2. And then I think I'm supposed to play this, hoping that I get, so choose 8. So I've got my Maya's Grasps there. So 1, 2, 3, want to keep this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Submit. And Harpy. Get rid of the Elspeth. Okay, so what I was looking for there was my Rise to Glory, so that I could play a creature and also land some sort of aura on this to finish it off and kill it. But now I very much don't have... I only have the Rise to Glory that can kind of keep us in it, I guess. Is this opponent's turn? Or is it my turn? What's Oppo got here? Something to get rid of the Harpy? We'll do it. Damn. Probably should have... Yeah. Yeah, they've got a flash. It's good enough. It's good enough. Give them the GG. Oh, do we want to see? Let's have a look. I should have done this before turn. May not have made a difference. Flying. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So that's our first loss, and that's fine. I think in the first game I could potentially have won it if I'd have got the right aura back. I think I tried to be a little bit greedy with that. But that's, you know, these things happen and the lessons learned. I was not expecting them to pull out that Siren at all, which kind of blunted my attack. Okay, so let's play first. And this is an alright starting hand. It's not the best, but I have both of my main colours, a creature to play and an aura to kind of get a little bit further in. It's all good. Hopefully I can start grabbing some lands now then. Okay, so we've got the birth. Not so good for us. End turn. Okay, so Oppo is probably going to play a creature here. Really? That seems very aggressive. There's nothing I can do. Got 17 sources of mana in the deck. And I can't actually deal with that. Okay, so I'll get the Oracle out. And pass. Okay, so they're going to have a couple of walls now. Getting lots of mana out of their deck to kind of keep up the amount of spells that they'll have. So the question is, do I trade these two off? Or this off with the wall? I don't like using the Maya's Grasp on the wall, but I am conscious that actually... conscious that I don't want to kind of flood out my hand with spells that I end up having to pitch into the graveyard. Oppo seems to be making some sort of... Okay. Let's throw those off each other. Rage Hound. Okay. So the second wall comes down. And Oppo's going to maybe attach this to the Storyteller. Unicorn. Okay. Now the Unicorn can pose trouble in some scenarios. But... Interesting. What have they got here? Do I trade these both off? Or do I get rid of... Let's trade these both off, just in case they have the thing that keeps bouncing it back. Karamicha's Blessing, okay. Okay. I see what you're about, Oppo. So we're not doing too well here. Getting the Hierophant down next turn, or the Marauder, will be good to kind of block these off. The Gull. Okay. Attaching the shield to the Gull. Can get hexproof. Okay, so happy to trade those two off. The Gull is going to be a problem. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I think for me this is a concede. What do they do? They go in for They go for at least 6, and I can't get a creature out. And then next turn they go in for another. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a concede for me. Sometimes mana doesn't come our way. It's such a decent deck as well. Really, I really do like this deck. Like I say, I think that was purely down to the mana, so more than happy to jump straight back into the game. Again, Oppo's giving us a sideboarding masterclass. I'm always very envious of the people that seem to be able to develop a decent sideboard as well, especially when they're drafting. Hands look bad. Yeah, no, the thing is, I haven't really got that many creatures to accompany the deck, which is one of the issues. They were good in the earlier matches, just not in this one, sadly. Okay, so I think I'm going to get rid of Pious Wayfarer early doors. Not give him anything to kind of soup up with auras or pump. Oppo seems to be coming very quickly out of the blocks. He's the most mana efficient place for the charger. Now, if they do soup up the Wayfinder here, we do have a cheaper drag to the underworld. Hidden Coves is fine. Obviously, we can't block with the charger. Interesting that they didn't attack. Okay, so I'm not looking for a blowout here. I would trade one of these off. Okay. So if I play the Temple Thief, that makes the Drag to Underworld playable for 2. So happy with that. Now hopefully they start trying to bulk up one of these creatures with an enchantment and we get a 2 for 1. Glory Bearers. Okay. So if I kill this, they still get their kind of little buff. So I think actually I might not waste it. They only went in with 1. Interesting. Okay. Let's take that. Do I get rid of the bearers? For the sake of kind of mana efficiency, I think I will. It's interesting that they didn't attack him with both. Okay, so Cataplepis will be coming online. Let's go in for 5. Play the plains. Splashing the plains for the Rise to Glory, of course. So Oppo, I think, has an enchantment. No, they didn't even attack. That's interesting. That is interesting. So this can't block this. I almost feel like so they have something. What will they have? They'll have Karametra's Blessing. So give it +2/+2. 1, 2, 3/4. That won't do enough damage. Karameter's Blessing makes it hexproof. But it will let me decide whether or not I attack. Counterspell? Yeah, maybe a counterspell. They just keep flashing over the creatures though, which is making me... I mean, if it is a counterspell, I can get this back later on in the game with the Rise to Glory. I think I'd rather play this pre-combat just to see if I end up attacking or not. Yeah, good point. Let's see what they've got. Karameter's Blessing. It would be a waste. Or the Indomitable Will Splash, like flashing. I mean, using that to kill the Underworld Charger. I'm fine with that. Good shout holding the Blight Breath. I didn't envisage them having that at all. Now I think I will go in with Catoblepus. I've got something else. And that was Deny the Divine. Well, they would have had it anyway. So it's kind of, I guess it's good to get it out of the hand. And to some degree that did feel like a little bit of a 2-for-1, in all honesty. Okay, so here... Gonna keep hold of the mountain. Okay, so Oppo just ran out of gas there. So yeah, Quarter ain't bad. That was a good little bit of insight there, actually. Thank you. So yeah, so only on 12. The Arena Trickster actually could be of some use. So they do have a lot of kind of creatures with 4 defense. The Revelers actually, they've got walls. They have got walls. I might switch out a Rage Hound for a Reveler. The Wings of Hubris. No, I think I'm happy with this. Yeah, happy to jump in. Yeah, I'm hoping to pick up the win here just to get a little bit more momentum. Having said that, so this isn't an ideal draw. We will be able to get rid of a creature quite early. We're on the draw as well, so perhaps we can pick up another creature or black mana. We could scry with this. I think I'm going to keep. It's not the best keep ever, of course. Okay, so they had a 1-drop. Not ideal. I haven't actually played with the Wayfarer, but everyone who I see with the kind of the white deck seem to play it. Okay, so we got the black, so that's good. That was a I think I'm going to play it out again for the sole reason that if they do play a an enchantment, we will get a 2-for-1, but not the case here. Wow, that's okay, more than happy with that. Here, what should we do? Should we go for the charger or should we go into the air? I think if we go into the air, that might spur them to play a flying creature themselves. I've not seen anything of theirs that looks like it gets recursion. So happy to play out the Harpy. Get rid of the Wayfinder. So, here we could have an absolute blowout and play Impending Doom. Or we could get them to try and bring this down. Itchy Fish would do it. Okay, again, very, very aggressive. So here we're going to go for the Charger. So they haven't got a counterspell. They haven't got enough to play this again. Itchy Fish is fine. And of course I'm going to trade these off if they attack. Beautiful. Okay, so I think in this situation it's all about queuing up the Harpy and attacking him for 5 each turn. So Oppo can... No, they can't bring this back yet. But they really do have to deal with it. Oh, they can? What's this? Yeah, okay. That's fine. It's not going to be as good as they think it is, of course. Aroa's Blessing. So if they play this... So it loses all abilities. We still get to keep the enchantments, though. Let's go for it. Put them on a nice 3-turn clock. And no benefit of me playing the Mountain. So they're going to go in with the Itchy Fish. But they can't really afford to attack him for 2. But they do. Okay. So we're going for 4. And we play the War Leader. And now Oppo is in trouble. Yeah, I'll play that just on the off chance. But no, we're not sacrificing this at all. Glory Bearers. Okay. Surely not attacking. It doesn't do what you think it does. Ah, what a complete shame. Okay, so I think I'm going to attack in. Force some blocks. Or at least 1 block. Maybe the Wayfinder on the Harpy. More than happy with this. Again, we're going to keep this Mountain in hand. Oppo's going to play the Sleep of the Dead on one of the creatures or just concede. Okay, so I feel like we got a little bit of lucky towards the latter part of that game, but that's fine. Okay, so for anyone that's just joined, we've got 2 wins and 1 loss, and we're playing a black-red deck, lots of sort of early kills, a little bit of recursion with the Omen of the Dead and the Rise to Glory, and we have the Ox and the Blight Breast for the late game to try and get through. Awesome. So we're going to go for the 4th game. Hopefully we can pick up another win to try and start to balance things out a little bit. I would say so. Not massively. Did come in 1 game, but other than that, kind of has been noticeably absent. And I think that game we didn't win either. Okay, Wolfwillow Haven. So what we're looking for here is to get the Harpy out. Okay, so the Chimera. Okay, so here play the Harpy, And if Oppo attacks in with the Chimera, this is... Oh no, it's enters the battlefield, isn't it? I'm thinking of the other one. But regardless, that's a more than fine trade-off. Okay, so go for the War Leader. And I will... What should I do here? To kind of make maximum use of mana, I think I'm going to go for the Underworld Charger. And probably will get back the Harpy. Just for the reason that we get rid of the Chimera completely. It also gives us something that we can put Iroh's Blessing on. Okay, they have a second Chimera, nice. Okay. All of these things are good, Oppo. All of these things are very good. Okay, so we are shaping up for we are shaping up for a Catoblepus. I think here, however, we're going to go for the... So the Catoblepus will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the War Leader. So here we're going to go for a Harpy. Get rid of that Chimera. And play a Rage Hound. And we won't attack just because we need to make sure that we keep this charger back. So here I'm happy to trade these two off. And hopefully we can get the Catoblepus out. Has Oppo got anything else? We can get the Catoblepus out. They have. Have they got a Red Omen? No. Okay. And as such, what is it? What's this on? This is on 2, so it will get. It'll get Trample. It will get Trample. It'll get 7. It'll cause 5 damage. Wow. Plus any pumps it might have. It could deal 1 on my turn at any point. So I'm just going to attack him with the Charger. So it's got to go in. And we've got to double block here. Just in case they do have anything more. Okay. So Oppo can't get this out yet. War Leader down. And I think we end turn. So hopefully... So now Oppo can get the Chimera back. If they do that, I will Iroh's Blessing it next turn. And we might still be able to save this game for ourselves. Anything more, Oppo? Okay, so let's go for the Blessing on the Charger. Deal 4 to the Chimera. Attacking for 8. And play out the Oracle. Pass the turn. And I think I want to set a stop on my upkeep. Okay. Gains Menace. So the Menace is good. This has to trade off though, right? So it doesn't really matter what they get. If it doesn't trade off, they die. So I'm going to go for this. Resolve. Pending Doom, Elspeth's Nightmare. Yeah, beautiful. All of these things are good. Draw. Main phase. Elspeth's Nightmare on the Wolf. And somehow we came back from that. But yeah, no, I was happy I double blocked. Just on the off chance they had even something like Gift of Strength. Okay. So. Okay, so the War Leader, it's funny I was talking about that because the War Leader did come in that game. Having that 5 toughness is equally kind of as helpful for me as the 4 strength. Yeah, this doesn't remove enchantments, does it? I think I've checked about 100 times. Okay. So, not a good opening hand, especially with these double blacks and no reds. So I'm going to mulligan. Okay. Same position, but this time we kind of do have to keep. I think our game goes down considerably if we mulligan again. Let's get rid of the Rise to Glory. So now we have the Rage Hound. But let's see how far we keep that for. Okay. Is Oppo trying to ramp? Perhaps. Perhaps they are. Or are they just playing this out? Perhaps they kept a one colour hand and so needed that for the splash. Apparently not. Okay. And things are looking up again. We seem to have pulled this one back. Let's see what Oppo plays. We've got so many good cards. Okay. That's a good shout. So for me here, I'm going to go for the... so this has to attack, doesn't it? Okay, so let's go for the Marauder. Can't attack. Ooh. Did Oppo have something there? Dreamstalk Manticore. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. A very respectable 4-6 there. What do we play out? I think here we play out the War Leader. Take 4 next turn, but the turn after I hope to play out both of these cards together. Unless Oppo's got another removal spell. The Horn Beetle will become a problem. Okay, so I possibly should have kept the Maya's Grasp. The Annex. Wow, 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 wow. Not ideal. Although I kind of guess if I block that, I take 5 this turn and have some decent blockers next turn. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, great stuff. Magic is an easy game when you get the cards you want. So we lost 2 decent cards there. And we know that the Rise to Glory is on the bottom of our deck. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So what do we take here? 5, 4, 6, 6. Did Oppo just swing in without... No, they've got something. They've got something. They are playing Gift of Strength. Brilliant. Can't believe it. Okay. Type creature you control fights up to one type creature you don't control. So they've got no sort of... they have to do it. And in that case... Hierophant and Nyxborn. Okay, so let's pass this on. These two fight. Oh, what? No? Oh, no. Oh, no, I was on the wrong... I was on the wrong one. Ah, nothing I could do there then. Oh yeah, some of the new ones have 4 components, don't they? Yeah, absolutely nothing we could do there regardless. Okay, so... Nothing for the Revelers. Trickster could come in, I guess. Potentially... Potentially cut one of these for a Trickster though, just to give us that like top game a little bit more. Yeah, both of these last games have been quite good. Hopefully we don't get flooded out or not have enough mana. Okay, so it's a slow hand, but it gets us there, I think. So here's Oppo with their 2-drop. Warfillow Haven. Okay. So we do have the Trickster, which gets better with the Underworld. Horn Beetle. Okay, so what do we want here? If they play a... I think I'm just going to go with the Trickster perhaps. There's no real need for me to buff anything up at the minute. Although I do think they do have a Gift of Strength. Iroha's Blessing. Lovely. Haha. Okay. Okay, Oppo, I see what you're doing. Nyxborn. I played these in this order just to kind of maximise the strength of each creature. So if I'd have played this first, this turn, if they do have a creature with 4 more power, then it wouldn't trade with the Trickster. Hopefully these create a trade, but I think they're going to use Gift of Strength again. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Interesting. Power 2 or less. So let's pass on. Let's see if... I mean, Oppo's putting a lot of resource into this Horn Beetle. Okay, so they go for the War Leader. Now, technically the War Leader is... Is it better than the Beetle? They've got lots of 4-power creatures. So it'll save me 4 life this turn at least. And the beetle can only just grow, can't it? Okay. Potentially a good shout. So we lost one of the Catableepers. Catableepi? Okay, so Oppo's going to be drawing some gas here. Another Iroh's Blessing. So they will play, I think here, the best thing for me to do is play the Bleepus out on the Hardened. And this is just going to kill this next turn. But at least it gives me a blocker. Okay. So what else do you have, Oppo? Okay, so no blocks for this just now. Anything more? Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. See, that's not going to help me at all. I think here we go for Special Nightmare. Destroying this. But then it feels like I've got to go for the Maya's Grasp. It does. Also, I want to try and start to use cards up just on the off chance that we get the Rise to Glory back. Okay, so they've got to play first our own games. Are they going to sacrifice things with this and attack him? They're not. Okay. Unchained. They draw a card. Wow. Okay, so Omen of the Forge, you know, it's both of these cards are going to be good. However, this will kill us. And we haven't got enough mana. Can't get the Ox down, sadly. If I was there, I'd Omen of the Forge this, go in for 9. What does this do in the... Okay, so I think that is the end of the draft, sadly. Well. Well, we say that, don't we? And then something always just drags us right back in. So what do we go for here? Do we go for the Venomous Hierophant and... So it's got to be the Maya's Grasp, hasn't it? Okay. Because the Catableepus won't be enough to kill anything. Venomous Hierophant and the Maya's Grasp. And we've got to go Maya's Grasp here just in order to prevent that trample damage. Okay. So there's a chance, it's very slim though. Getting the Ox down would be good. But Oppo's card draw is just going to be too much for us, sadly. Okay, so we've got the Rage Hound down. I feel like Oppo's just toying with us slightly. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And that was that draft. We had I thought the deck would do a lot better than it did. But sadly not. So what I think I'm going to do now is just have a quick recap of the deck. So we had a couple of Blight Breaths, we had Rise to Glory, Splash for that. The Arcs, Arrow's Blessing, and lots of early game to get us there. Also had that Elspeth's Nightmare and the Entrancing Lyre. So yeah, it should have performed a lot better than it did. I don't think, I really don't think this was a kind of a 2-2 deck. Well, that's fine. Thank you very much for catching us if you're watching on YouTube. But what I'm going to do now is jump on to another draft, potentially Guilds of Ravnica.